Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily meditation. It's my meditation that I do for myself. I record it and I release it because maybe somebody else out there can get something out of it. It just so happens that I love God. Choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve. You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. No one. That doesn't mean if you come to God's team, that you don't have to deal with your consequences. We all have to deal with our consequences, good or bad. We can't get away from that. But, love yourself. Because if you love yourself, if nobody else loves you, if you love yourself, you'll be okay. And never give up on yourself. If you lost everything you have, if you have yourself, you have everything. You can always rebuild. For those of you just tuning in, I focus on 3 major religious texts, the Bible, the Quran, and I'm in an introductory Buddhist paperback called The Shape of Suffering. And it deals with dependent co-arising, with no this, there's no that. And everything that we say, everything that we do has an effect on our senses. That's just to give you an idea. I try to rotate the text at least twice a week, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on how I'm led to meditate each day. I'm back in the rotation for the Bible. We're in Mark chapter 5. We're moving along. I'm going to see how far I get. We're going to pick it up at verse 30. And it ends at 43. I don't know if I'll make it all the way, but if not, I'll finish it tomorrow. But I'll let you know the last verse that I end this meditation with today. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press and said, "Who touched my clothes?" And his disciples said unto him, "Thou seest the multitude thronging thee, and sayest thou, Who touched me?" See, they running their mouth. Like Jesus says, doesn't know what he's talking about. This is disciples. Yeah, that's how people are sometimes that's around us. We could say something, and then because they want to be funny because they don't believe what point we're trying to make. They want to try to overlook it and discount what you're saying and disqualify it. And he looked round about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, "Daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole in thy plague." While he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house certain which said, "Thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further?" As soon as Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he saith unto the ruler of the synagogue, "Be not afraid, only believe." And he suffered no man to follow him, save Peter and James and John the brother of James. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly. Let me read that again. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly. And when he was come in, he saith unto them, "Why make ye this ado and weep? The damsel is not dead, but sleepeth." And they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out, he took the father and the mother of the damsel and them that were with him, and entered in where the damsel was laid. So the baby was dead. The baby was dead. The baby was dead. The Christ and a few of the people I just mentioned and walked into the room. So let me finish. And he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her. Now I'm gonna say this name. I know I ain't gonna say this. I'm not gonna say this name correctly, but please forgive me. Let me look at it real quick. Talitha-cumi. Forgive me for that. I know I messed it up. Which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. I know somebody that calls me damsel. I don't know if they'll catch this one or not. I don't know if they'll catch this segment or not. I would love to know. If that person will know who I'm talking about. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years, and they were astonished with a great astonishment. And he charged them straitly that no man should know it, and commanded that something should be given her to eat. I'm going to leave it right there. Oh boy said, call me a raised from the dead girl.